A lot of people don't understand that New Hampshire has Black history and actually has a lot of Black history.
Some of that history can be found in the small town of Exeter.
I felt that history had been very neglected, so I wanted to bring it to light.
Over the last several years, Renee Allen has worked with the town, the Exeter Historical Society, and the Black Heritage Trail to research and shed light on the 12 Black Revolutionary War soldiers and their families who called Exeter home after the war. At the time, Exeter was the capital of the state and where all merchant shops and business took place.
They came here, they settled, they raised their families for 2 generations. I wanted the facts to be out there that these people existed. It turned out they were the largest community of Blacks in New Hampshire during the first United States Census in 1790.
And some of those Black Revolutionary War soldiers are buried just down the road here at the historic Winter Street Cemetery.
This is where 30 or more Revolutionary War soldiers are buried.
In the far northeast section, you will find where at least 2 of the Black soldiers were laid to rest, including Jude Hall. He became one of the most prominent names of the time after he was profiled in a book out of Boston in the 1850s.
He was one of the longest serving people in the war. He served all 8 years. He was at Bunker Hill right through to the end. So he's well known at that time and after.
But Jude's isn't the only gravesite still standing centuries later.
These are the Cutlers, Tobias and his wife Dorothy. Tobias was a soldier.
The Cutlers also remained in Exeter after the war. Renee says their headstones were likely replaced in the 1800s by their grandson.
So I think his grandson decided he was going to mark his grandparents' graves with nice, big, everlasting stones.
On modern-day Water Street, the Exeter marker stands to honor these often forgotten community members.
Because I feel the history was missing certain elements in the past, and we're having more of a true accounting of history now.
Their stories, their history, their impact on this tiny town, etched in stone forever.
We really want to make sure that those voices that were silenced for so long are being brought to light now.
So they're never forgotten again.
We just feel now more than ever it's really important to get this information out there and share with especially people of color in the state that they have history and that they matter and they belong, especially in such a white state.
In Exeter, Kelly O'Brien, WMUR News 9.